Hey guys, what's going on? This is Vegan Monkey YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about how to eat healthy, how to lose weight, how to live a long life, how not to die early, how not to get sick, and what are the benefits of being a vegan. Being a vegan is difficult. Everywhere you go is not convenient. But what are the benefits? Why? The question is why? Before we start, we're going to look at this funny picture. When people ask me, where do you get your protein? This is my response. I'll give them the middle finger. Why do you ask such a stupid question? This proves that meat industry have been brainwashing you. In this presentation, you're going to see why we don't need much protein. Protein will kill you, not help you grow. You're going to find out. So, for the last several months, I've been doing a lot of research on this topic, like how to eat healthy, how to live longer, how to stay healthy, how not to get sick and with all kinds of disease, problem, heart attack, stroke. And I've been collect this screenshot with the window and screen print screen command from all the reading, all the video I've been studying, and put it together all the slide. So this is the first one I want to show. It's talking about the average age of group. So here you can see a different country, men can live at how long and women can live at how long. And the interesting is the California Adventists, they are all vegetarian. They live longer. Here you can see women, they live longer, men, they live longer. So simply by being vegetarian, for some miracle, you just healthier and live longer. So let's dig in and find out more about this topic. This one is very interesting study. They put cancer cell and white blood cell, blood, because our blood has white blood cell and can kill the cancer cell. So for a vegan, they are best at getting rid of cancer cell. And for a people that eating meat and not exercise, they are the worst. And people who exercise is in the middle. So eating clean is very important. It improve your immune system. Okay, this one is talking about dairy, because the industry like us to believe that when we drink milk, when we eat yogurt product, it's very healthy for us. But the truth is, milk is really not supposed for human. And once you are fully grown, even the cow, they stop drinking the milk because it is not 100% healthy unless you are baby calf. And this high level of IGF-1 will lead to all kinds of cancer. And if you want to avoid all this cancer, heart attack, it's best to avoid dairy products. And this is a very interesting study. A scientist giving mouse standard diet and high-fat diet with a lot of cheese. And on the high-fat diet, they see the mouse become obese, diabetic, they become fat, and high blood sugar and high cholesterol. And on the standard diet, which is not too much cheese, the mouse is healthier. Now they further do the study, and another study is putting two groups of mouse. They all eat high-fat bad diet, but the first group, the mouse have access to food daytime and nighttime. And in the second group, the mouse is eating the same bad habit, but in this group, it's same amount of calorie, but the mouse is only allowed to eat during the nighttime. So need to go to 12 hours of fasting. And the first group is 24-hour eating, no fasting. He can eat whenever he wants. And guess what happened to the result? The one that with fasting, although it's on a bad diet, still live healthier in comparison with the one that doesn't do any fasting. So the body weight, body fat is huge different, 70% different. Body weight, 28% different. So this telling you fasting is very important. Fasting is very good because even you are on a bad diet, fasting will give you some advantage. And this is very interesting study on the political lobbying spending. The reason we get brainwashed, the reason we get control by the policy, by the law, is pharmaceutical company and meat industry and dairy industry, egg industry. They spending hundreds of millions of dollars trying to control the government, making law that allow them to sell more of their products. Now their interest is to make money. It's not really benefit for us. So it's important that the existing system doesn't want you to see the truth, doesn't want you to become healthy. They want you to get sick and taking the medicine, and they want you to keep buying their product which is not healthy to you. And they also hire experts who make study and publish confusing study, and their idea is to confuse the public, so let the truth come out slower or covering up the truth. So it's important to dig out the truth, find out the truth, and believe the truth. You have to be critical of what the expert, what the government is telling you. This one is very interesting. It's talking about, it's comparing the milk protein of different species. And if you look at cat, cow, donkey, gorilla, rat, the human milk is only 1% protein. This is just telling us that for human to grow, prosper really fast, even for baby, the requirement is very low. It's every 100 grams of human milk, only 1 gram of protein. And we really don't need a high protein diet to be healthy. Those all coming from the meat industry, the meat expert. They are trying to sell product. Really, we can be healthy with a low protein diet, high fiber, high fruit. And this one is talking about the different fat contents. If you eat potato, rice, bean, you can see the fat inside those products is very, very low. But if it's in fish, if it's in meat, it's very high. But then, guess what is the worst offender? Cheese. Cheese is 70% fat. Cheese is basically the concentration of milk fat. It's the worst of the worst. If you are eating cheese, you are definitely going to be fat. And why in North America we are eating so much cheese? It's because of the government, because of the industry. They are lobbying the government, they are pushing the company, they are doing a lot of pushing behind. And cheese has no fiber, which is very important for digestion and for health. If you look at all the healthy products, healthy food, it all has a lot of fiber, but cheese, zero. So why is cheese fattening? It's high calorie, it makes you fat, it's slow metabolism, no fiber to control appetite. When you have a food that's no fiber, you keep eating it and you won't feel full. You can continue eating it. And sodium causes water weight. So cheese is actually very addictive because it's delicious and it has a very special component, chemistry, casmorphins. And from this word you can know that when you eat cheese, you get this happy sensation. And the reason is the milk, the cow mommy want to make sure the calf likes drinking the milk. Otherwise, the cow won't grow. So naturally, they produce these casmorphins to make the calf addictive to the milk so the cow can grow. It helps with the evolution process. But the problem is, if you continue drinking this cow milk artificially, in the long run, it will lead to many problems. And it also makes it difficult to quit. Once you eat cheese, once you start consuming dairy product, because when you eat this, it makes you feel happy. Kind of like caffeine, or kind of like tea. It gives you this rush of energy. But casmorphin, it makes you feel happy. And once you become addictive, it's very profitable for the business. But then you're getting so much fat, so much salt, and you are definitely never going to be healthy if you continue eating cheese. And this is a study of prostate cancer and milk. For countries that consume a lot of milk, their chance of getting the prostate cancer is a lot. And looking at all the saturated fat, people who consume a lot of saturated fat because their blood all clog up and the blood cannot go to the brain. So a lot of brain cells are dead. And when your brain cell is dead, you become Alzheimer. Your brain stops functioning. So if you want to be smarter, you want to avoid all this dairy product which will clog your blood. So basically, you want to be a vegetarian, a vegan, and it is a lot of work. It is difficult. And we really have to see the benefit. And the basic question is, do vegetarians live longer? Why going through so much headache become a vegetarian if it doesn't give you the result? And in the world, yes, vegetarians do live longer. In the Adventist study, men can live 9.5 years longer if they are vegetarian. And for women, they can live 6 years longer. And even being a vegetarian, There are different types. So if you can be a strict vegan, this number will even look better. And also depending on how much you exercise and how much intermittent fasting you're doing, so the result will be different. You can be getting 30% more lifetime in the most ideal situation. Okay, another thing about the milk. Here's a very simple summary. If you look in the mirror and you don't look like a calf, you should not be eating any dairy product. Milk, cheese, ice cream, all bad for you. They all taste good. They make you feel happy. It's addictive. And it's just not healthy. It will kill you slowly. And this one is very interesting. It's for those paleo people. There are people talking about to lose weight, you have to cut out all the carbohydrate, eat only the meat. Basically eating like the Eskimo. But the problem is all the Eskimo, they die very young. And they all have, all their blood is all clogged up. See? They suffer atherosclerosis. And when you eat a diet with high protein, you will get osteoporosis. You'll melt all your bones. And these are studies show that people eating high meat diet, it's just not healthy. And many those low carb promoter, those high meat eating promoter, they are fat. And second, many of them, they sort of suddenly die, had a heart attack or some kind of strokes. So definitely it's not healthy to eat a high protein diet. And this one is very interesting. It's like how much volume to occupy your stomach. Because when you eat like oil, 400 calories of oil, it only takes almost no space of your stomach. So when you eat deep fried stuff, high oil stuff, you are very easy overeating your calorie. And when you overeat your calorie, you become fat. And 400 calories of chicken is this much. But look at fruits and vegetables. Spinach, eggplant, and beans. You can feeling all very full. And it's only 400 calories. It's very good for weight loss. It's very good for feeling satisfied. And it's nutrient dense. It's all kinds of vitamin, mineral, phytonutrient. If you eat like this, you will living long and prosper. If you live like this, you'll be fat and sick. Like your body only needs so much fat. And when you're overeating the fat, you kill yourself. Okay, this is very interesting too. It's about dietary restriction. Increase the lifespan. So it doesn't matter which animal, as long as you practice the diet restriction, restrict your calorie, the animal get to live longer. So there are many scientific studies, and in the lab you can do the same test again, you get same result. For bacteria, it lives longer. For yeast, it lives longer. And for worms, it lives longer. For mice, it lives longer as long as you cut out the calorie, reduce the calorie. You extend your life, because when our body is facing stress, this immune system, the survival mechanism kicks in. It's like muscle. You become stronger. And this one's very interesting. Plant-based diet equal mild dietary restriction. Like when you are eating mostly plants, right? Automatically you're reducing your calorie. When you're cutting out the meat with so much fat and calorie, you cannot get into the calorie deficits. So when you are vegetarian, when you are vegan, naturally, even you try to eat a lot, you are still in the calorie restriction, as long as you don't eat the vegetarian junk food. And when you have low protein, your IGF-1 is lower, which means your cancer chance is lower, which means you can live longer. Very simple. So in a Western diet, the IGF-1 is very high because there's a lot of dairy product, meat product. Now, when they cutting out the calorie, reduce the calorie, the IGF-1 is lower, but it's still fairly high. But if you look at the people that are vegan eating protein, their IGF-1 is so low, which is the most ideal for living longer, because IGF-1 will link to cancer and all kinds of disease, starting with IGF-1. So basically, if you eat less, you live longer. And all the scientific studies showing that when you eat 30% less than typical people, you live up to 50% longer and in much better health. Better health is the key. When you get older, you start become sick. And when you have to take medicine, when you have to see doctor all the time, it's very painful to live like that. So it's important to have this good health, especially when you are older. The typical modern diet is highly processed, low fiber, 3,500 calories a day. All we actually require is 2,000 calories a day, and high fiber, high nutrient, better health. Overeating causing damage to your cell, causing DNA to go older. And this is the monkey study. Like the monkey that can eat too much, they become old and wrinkled. But the monkey that eats 30% less, although it's same age, they look younger, their fur is in much better condition. And that's a primate study, which is very similar to human. Basically, overeating kills you. And whenever your body is going into fasting, a lot of good thing is happening to your system. Like you're getting rid of the toxin, you're getting rid of all the trouble, it cleans your bowel, it restores your vitality, your nervous system organ, and prevent the toxic system entering, remove heavy metal, and so many good things, wonderful things happen during the fasting time. So, fasting summary, it clean your skin, it reduce inflammation, and it improve your immune system, it heal your intestine, and it's weight loss, and it breaks the food addiction. There are certain food that you cannot quit. You just feel you have so much craving for it. Once you're on fasting for a few days, it stops. It really works. And basically, you really have to do fasting. Feel amazing, stimulate transformation, all the good stuff. This is most important. You must fast at least once in your lifetime. If you have never tried it before, find one day you are not working, your day off, and try for one day. Just whole day, don't eat anything. 24 hours. And see how your body get used to it. And once you are comfortable, you can try 2 days. Once you can do 2 days, you can try 3 days. Every once in a while, you try it. It's very good for cleansing, for healing, very good for our body. And after I got all this information, I was like, whoa, I really want to do it, but I don't know if it's really healthy. Then I learned, you can Google this, Herschel Walker. This person had been eating 1 meal a day. Basically, he fasts for 23 hours for over 20 years. Like since he was around 20 years old, he started eating 1 meal per day. And look at how strong he is. He's a professional athlete in NFL and also in UFO, cage fight, wrestling. So after I learned about there are people eating 1 meal a day, doing fasting every day, and still be healthy, I begin to have courage. Okay, let's give it a try. Myself, I did a 21-day challenge, and in that 21 days, I feel awesome, and I continue because there's no need to stop. I'm eating 1 meal a day. I'm healthy. And when I was doing, even now, when I'm doing fasting, this is the urine analysis test strip. Allow me to see my ketone in the urine. When your body is in the fat burning mode, when your body is dissolving the fat, you are going to see this ketone. So this is from my actual test during different states, like after heavy exercise, after walking, and this is just resting during fasting. I get different levels of ketone in my urine. So this is kind of like a scientific way to monitor my fasting period and also to see what my body is doing. And on YouTube, you can see this vegan strongman. He eats 1 meal a day, and he has a website that he teach people this special regimen. And basically, it's same as this one, eating 1 meal per day. The only difference is this person is asking for donation, and he's actually selling some kind of supplement, some kind of protein supplement. So I don't recommend like, I think whole food, you want to eat everything whole food, natural, and you want to avoid supplement as much as possible, except vitamin B12. So basically, the natural way is better. Nothing beats Mother Nature. So that's the monkey study that was talked about earlier. Calorie restriction show the effects that in all the species, it increase the lifespan and as well as the health span. Calorie restriction extend many organisms. So scientists do tests on all almost the whole entire animal kingdom. Calorie, whenever you reduce the calorie, you extend your life. So a lot of benefits of calorie restriction. improve reflex, improve memory, improve IQ. Well, if your blood is clean, no animal fat, and the blood can go to your brain, you will be smarter for sure. And these scientists further study what kind of calorie restriction, protein restriction, give you the best result in comparison with calorie restriction. So if you are interested in living longer, living healthier, and the last 20, 30 years of your life, you want to experience this happiness, healthy aging. So this is from another doctor. These are some of the things you want to do and make sure you have it. Maintain a healthy weight. You don't want to be fat. You want to exercise. You want to keep your mind active mentally. Reduce inflammation. Get enough sleep. Manage stress. Meditation. Relax. Sauna, hot tub. And cultivate positive emotions. Stay connected with nature, with family. And engage in activities that are meaningful to you and connect with something beyond you. So, giving to society, giving to people, it makes you feel happy. And scientific study shows that. And this happy hormone helps you live longer. And you want to go beyond just yourself, connect yourself to the cosmos, to Mother Nature, and thinking larger is very good to help us with the aging process. And their scientific the study show that spirituality, religion can make us healthy. Like some level of faith is good, better than no faith. It's like a medicine. Like it improve physical functioning, a higher level of self-esteem, and reduce your anxiety, reduce your worry. And this one is very interesting too. Small dog has lower IGF-1, live longer. Same thing with people. Taller people have more cancer and have shorter lifespan. Now, vegan have lower IGF-1 because vegan don't eat meat and dairy product, so their IGF-1 is very, very low, and which is healthy because IGF-1 lead to cancer. Men follow vegan diet have lower IGF-1. Okay, this you really have to understand. The purpose of milk is for rapid growth of calves from 60 pounds to 600 pounds in 6 months. But that's what the IGF-1 is doing. Now, if you are a baby calf and need growing, the IGF-1 is good because you are doing rapid growth. But what happens if you are not a baby, you are already fully grown, and this all so much IGF-1, what your body going to do? It go into cancer. So IGF-1 is mostly from milk and dairy product. And 8 ounces of low-fat meat compared with the milk increased IGF-1 by 19%. And if you eat meat, it increased very little. And this is very interesting. 40 grams of soy compared with cow milk. So when you eat a lot of soy protein, this isolated concentrated soy protein, even the soy protein can increase the IGF-1 too. And it's twice as powerful. Milk protein concentration increased by 36%. Soy concentration increased IGF-1 by 69%. So those soy protein concentration that sell at the fitness store, it's very dangerous. The level of IGF-1 in it, it's almost instant death, causing cancer. So for vegan and vegetarian, remember that human is designed to grow with low protein diet. If you somehow put so much protein in your system, you are going to be sick. You won't be healthy. And here's another study. Bacteria, yeast, worms, whenever they reduce calorie, they live much longer. And this is a very interesting question. How come two 40-year-old women, man and woman couple, can have a brand new baby? The reason is our body has the ability to regenerate itself. And this regeneration process can be done through sperm and egg or through calorie restriction. So this is a test of white blood cell. You look at a young person, the white blood cell is a lot. And once people get old, it gets less. It gets less. But when you put older people on fasting, this is what you see. You see their white blood cell shooting up. And the reason is when your body is under stress, there's no more food, there is a protective mechanism that kicks in. Your body wants to survive, and this regeneration muscle pumps up. And this is how you can look younger and be healthier with this fasting process. Fasting mimicking diet basically is super low calorie food. And this girl, Whitney English, she is promoting a predominantly plant-based diet because after all the research, even herself believed that like for us, it's healthy to eat like vegan diet. But then she doesn't want to give up all the good taste. So this is kind of like a good balance, a medium approach. You won't get the best result, but you get to enjoy the tasty food. So if you are on the fence and couldn't jump over completely to the vegan side, maybe that's an approach you can do. You just eat predominantly plant-based. You will get the health benefit as well. And this one is showing the normal blood pressure is between 90 to 120. And when you eat too much saturated fat, your blood vessel get clogged up, and the blood pressure went up to 140. And this shows you how the saturated fat can deposit around your blood vessel and causing the pressure to go up. And as you eating more saturated fat in your system, the pressure gets higher, and the more fat cholesterol get deposited, and eventually this happen, your blood completely blocked, and this will create a stroke in your brain, or if it's around your heart, it become a heart attack. And if you go to the hospital emergency, doctor can put in a pipe and push away your blood vessel and allow the blood to pass through, like basically a surgery to save you. But then if you have one place that's blocked, it means everywhere is blocked. Very soon you have other place that's blocked too, and you have to constantly keep having a surgery, and it's no guarantee. The only way is to eat clean. Don't eat all this animal fat. Okay, so this is a very long talk on answering all these questions. I've been collecting this slide. I really want to talk about it. I really want to get it all over with. Let the world know, let you know how you can eat healthy, lose weight, live long life, how not to die, how not to get sick, and all the benefit of fasting and being a vegan. So fasting is very important. I do it every day, Monday to Friday, and I cheat on Saturday and Sunday. Every week you want to maintain a calorie deficit so your body get to burn the fat, and you refeed on weekends. And begin with small step. Try 1 day fasting. Try eating as much as fruits and vegetables. And when you see progress, you can advance. Live a dynamic life. Challenge yourself. Give yourself some stress. Give yourself something difficult to do, because it keeps you in the flow, in the happiness state. You learn something you don't really learn because right away you forget. Unless you practice, you exercise it, you put it into action. So this is Vegan Monkey sharing you this wonderful message and letting you know you can live longer, live prosper and healthy aging. If you like this video, if you learned one thing new from this video, please thumb up the video and subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.